Hello students, welcome to our class today. Today we'll continue our lesson on Unit 10, that is ordinal numbers and that of ordering numbers. So last week we did ordinal numbers and I still know that you know your ordinal numbers. So ordinal numbers is when you are listing your positions of objects or items from first up to the last person that you have. So in today's lesson we will also look at the other aspect of Unit 10, that is ordering. Okay, so ordering means you are to arrange. So we're going to look at how we can put numbers in the correct order depending on the instructions that we have. So at this moment the instruction that we have is that we are supposed to order these numbers from least to the greatest. Okay, so what is the meaning of least and what is the meaning of greatest? Least means you are dealing with the smallest number, and then the greatest also means that you are dealing with the biggest number. So anytime you are working on ordering of numbers, please, you have to read your instructions very carefully so that you know that your instruction or your question is asking you to order. Order means to arrange, okay? To arrange from the least to the greatest or from the greatest to the least. For now, the instruction that we have is that we are supposed to arrange from the least. That means we are to start from the smallest to the greatest. That means to the biggest, okay? So let's see how it goes. So this is our numbers that we have. We have 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to go through them and see how we're going to order them. So our instruction says from the least to greatest. That means from the smallest to the biggest, okay? So the smallest figure we can find here becomes 12. So we'll start with 12 because it's the smallest here. Then we go to 15. Then to 18. And then to 42. Okay, so that means we have arranged these numbers from the least to the greatest. That means from the smallest up to the biggest. So let's do the same thing with this one, okay? So we start with 17, we go to 25, and then we go to 67 and 100. Okay, so 100 becomes the last number over here. So let's see the last one. So we start with 5. So this is 5. And then the next one will be 26. And then we have 42. And 71. Okay. Okay, so this is very simple for all of you to understand and then do. To go over, we say order means to arrange. We are arranging from least to greatest. So least, smallest, and then greatest means biggest, okay? So if your question also changes from greatest to least, that means you have to start from 42, 18, 15, and 12. 100, 67, 25, 17. That means we're going to bring this one here and then it goes at the back of it, okay? So this is our first video that we are showing this order. Our second video is also going to look at how we can do from greatest to that of the least, okay? You have your first activity on this video that will be posted to you, how you can do your ordering, and then I know that you understand your lesson very well. I'll see you in the second video. Hello students, I would like to welcome you to our second video. Our lesson is on ordinal and ordering numbers, okay? Our first video we did some example about how we can do the ordering of numbers. In this video too, we are going to continue to also do more practice on how we can do ordering of numbers, okay? I will always advise that whenever you are having a question, please take your time to read the instruction very well so that you will know what your teacher or the question is asking you to do. So our question that we have now is that we are to order the numbers from greatest to least. So again, to remind you, when we say least, it means we are dealing with the smallest, and then greatest means we are dealing with the biggest. Okay, so it's like big and small, and order means to arrange them. So when we say ordering, it means we are arranging, we are rearranging them in a particular way that we are asked to do. We have 3 examples that we're going to look at, so let's see how we can put them in the right order. Okay, so our first number starts with 62, 17, 68, 25. The next one is 73, 92, 24, 17. The third one is 9, 40, 13, and 52. So we are to order them from the greatest to the least. Okay, so greatest means we are supposed to start with the biggest number. So if you look through here, 68 is the biggest. Okay, so we start with 68. So after 68, the next value that is also big becomes 62. So we have 62, and then 25. So the last one is going to be 17, which is the least. That means we have arranged our numbers from the greatest to the least. So the least becomes 17. The second one we look through, we see 92 is the greatest among the numbers here. So we put our arrow, we write 92. The next one will be 73. So we put 73. The next one becomes 24. So 24, and also the last one we have 17. So we have 17, 17, and then our 2 examples. The last one we have 52, and then we move to 40, and then we have 13 before 9. So we have 13 before 9. Okay, so this is really simple, but the most important thing is always reading your instructions so that you know where to start and where to end. Okay, so this is about ordering. That means you are putting them in a particular arrangement that you are asked to do. You have your second activity that will also be posted to you, just as the first activity was posted to you. I'll see you in the third video. Hello students, welcome to our final video. I'd like to say thank you for participating in our first and second tasks. Our lesson has been on ordinal numbers and that of ordering numbers. Okay, so I want to make a quick review on ordinal numbers. So ordinal numbers is when you are placing your values from first, second, third, fourth, fifth up to the very last position of what you are dealing with. And then when we say ordering, it means that you are rearranging in a particular way. Either you are doing from the greatest to that of the least, or you are doing from the least to the greatest. Okay, your exercise has shown that you really understand the lesson very well, and I want to encourage you to practice more so that you don't forget them in a short time, so that you can keep them forever and ever. Okay, before we close, please, your homework will be posted to you so that you can still have more exercise or practice to do on both ordering and that of ordinal numbers. Thank you for joining class. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.